Alright, let's see. Let me get to the title screen. Hi everyone, I'm smartalec0624. You might remember me from yesterday. I played Star Wars Trilogy Apprentice of the Force. Today we're playing something very different. This is called Kiteretsu Daihyakka, Bouken Oodeo Juraki. We just call it Kiteretsu, or we have a new nickname for it called Not Doraemon. So I'm going to go ahead and just get started and I'll explain the game as we go. So 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, we're off. So, Kiteretsu is a manga that was created by the same guy that created Doraemon. You might have heard of Doraemon before. This was created by the same guy. And this is a Game Boy game that was released in, I want to say 93? I want to say? 1993? Good. And so, funny story as to how I found out about this game. My friend who is in chat right now, Mr. Zara the Mant, back in 2016, he randomly sent me the ROM of this game, because he's a big fan of Doraemon, and he runs the Super Famicom Doraemon games. And so he randomly sent me this ROM, and then a year later, roughly a year later, I randomly booted the ROM up just to see what this game actually was, and turns out it was actually really fun, so yeah. Here we go. Alright, that was the first level. Nothing too much to explain there. So I'm playing as Korosuke, and he is a robot cat, which I guess is basically Doraemon, but not Doraemon. This is not Doraemon. So, this is just, it looks like a simple platformer, which in some aspects it is. However, there are some things that we have to do in order to progress. So, okay, these fish are RNG, and their hitboxes are a little bit bigger than you think. Also, I want to make sure I'm jumping over those pits because there are giant snakes there. And nobody likes snakes. I'll explain some of the other concepts as we go. This level can troll you very, very aggressively because these fish are random. When they jump out is random. Not where. There are some streams where fish do not jump out. Alright. Want to jump in between these bamboo. I can hit that one. Alright. And we're good to go. Yeah, Robot Samurai. Thank you, Zara. Excuse me, my throat is a little bit sore today, but that's okay. Alright. So, bonus stages. These are probably the worst part of the game, in that they're all, well, almost all of them are random. So these bubbles I have to pop, and if I can score 20 points before the timer runs out, the game stops and we can move on. So I'm going to try to score 20 points here. Now, a blinking bubble will either take away all my points, or it will give me 10 points. And this is a marathon, so I'm not even going to bother with that one. There we go, 20. So, yeah, we're moving on. There is a bonus stage after every level except level 7, and then the last level is just the last level. There's no bonus stage after that. Alright, I want to make sure I get this guy. Nice. So the platforming is a little bit weird, in that some of the hitboxes on the platforms are... You can land like on the right side of the cloud like I did there, and you'll end up in the middle. There are a couple spots like that in the game. Oops. Also, the sword's hitbox that I have, the hitbox is a lot bigger than the sword. And, you might have noticed, which I just did it. Hang on. Okay, I just want to play that safe. I can do a spinning slash in the air, and that actually does double damage. So, there's a boss fight coming up, but I'm actually going to be utilizing the spin slash in order to, make it go faster. So, we've got a pterodactyl here. You have to wait a little bit after you hit him each time. Alright, that's good. He can either go right or left there, and it's better if he goes right. Alright, one more hit, and there we go. That's the boss. Alright, so now we have another bonus stage. In this one, you have to catch these cannonballs in this cup that you're wearing on your back. You can't jump in this one, and yeah, you can't do anything about that. You just have to try to catch them. Also, the ground is moving side to side. So you've got to be mindful of that as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, here, I'm just going to wait on this side. You can have a really good level and then get to a bonus stage and it can just troll you like it's doing right now. Alright, that's still faster than having the timer run out. If you can beat the bonus stage before the timer runs out, you definitely want to do that. Alright, so level 4. There are 8 levels in this game, by the way, and I'm on level 4. I call this the birdemic level because there are a lot of birds in this. And these birds, well, there's fish too, but these birds here, if you get grabbed by a bird, it's going to drag you back in the level, and it just wastes a ton of time. So if you see a bird, you want to kill it. Yeah, so there was a nice birdemic there. You have another option to take these guys out. If you can swing your sword. Oops. Okay, we're good. You can swing your sword one way and then turn around the other side, and you'll hit everything next to you. Also, the only way to cross these giant gaps is by hitting these turtles and then riding on their back. Yeah, get your coat hangers ready. There you go. Whew, that was a bit close there. I want to try to show off the weird hitbox thing. Oh, but in the midst of me trying to do that, I fell in. So you have a health bar at the bottom, but if you fall in a pit, you don't lose a life, you just lose some health. And you have 3 lives, and then you have 3 continues. So this game is very generous when it comes to stuff like that. There we go. Alright. Crossed it that time. Alright, so we're coming up on a boss here, and this is where you definitely want to use your spin slash to deal a lot of damage. So I can get right in the middle and not take damage. I should have done the old strat because I messed that up. There is a newer strat that I've discovered, but you do take damage from it. Alright, this is probably the second worst bonus stage. We're going to be playing some basketball. Not only is the basket's hitbox really bad, but also you have to control how high these balls go in the air. And we think, and so far this, I mean, I think it's true, if you press A, or whatever button you have mapped to it, as a ball lands on your head, it'll go higher. I always have trouble in this one. This one is just not a good minigame. We're 1 point away. That should do it. Yep. Alright, stage 5. So stage 5, we need to kill every single enemy in the level. We cannot progress unless we kill everybody in the level. So, let's do some sword fighting. Also, we gotta be careful of those guys with the rifles, because you can get sniped in midair, and it's no bueno. So yeah, you can do a spin slash as you're descending, and you'll hit an enemy there. It's just a lot safer. Ooh, alright, I got the enemy, but he did shoot me. So when you take damage in this game, you can't move for a little bit, and that time increases if you get hit like in the air, because you have to land on the ground. Alright, didn't get grabbed by the bird. I actually got grabbed by him in practice. Ooh, you don't have to save this kid, but you know what, I'll do it. Why not? Save the kid. You don't have to do that. But if you do, it's just a 2-second loss or so. It's not really that significant. Alright, I'm going to do a jump there to avoid that hand. That hand will grab you, and the only way to get out is to mash all the directions on the D-pad to get out. I'd rather just not deal with it. Ooh. I'm trying to fall here because we've got enemies right there. Ah. I knew it was too good to be true. Alright. So now my counter in the bottom right says 0. That means I killed all the enemies. There's a boss. He's dead. Not bad. Alright. This is the worst bonus stage in the entire game. We're going to be playing some whack-a-mole. This... the heads look like Big G from the Doraemon series. Ah, okay, so I got trolled there. I landed on the sprite of the head, but I did not get the hitbox, or did not register a hit. That's one reason why this bonus stage is really bad. But we'll do the best we can here. Okay. And then they do that. They like to trick you. You can attack in this bonus stage, but you can't use your sword against the heads. Alright, one more. 15 is actually pretty good. Alright. I'm going to show this off because this is kind of cool. You can jump through those boxes if you hit them a specific way. That's not faster, though. Or at least I don't think it's faster. You actually want to do that. But yeah, you can, if you hit the boxes twice and then do a little jump and then a big jump through them, you can clip through. So if anybody is wondering if there's any glitches, I guess that counts. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Alright. So, if you've seen runs of this game before, or if you were in the Tiny 10, or you watched the Tiny 10, this game was in Tiny 10 7, by the way, there is a new strat for this that I've discovered, because I decided not to be lazy. We're going to spawn 2 ghosts at the same time. We need to kill 15 ghosts in order for the screen to unlock, and then we can move on. And if you walk past this candle and then go back, there's going to be a ghost there. So, it spawns them quicker. I finally decided not to be lazy, and I went and figured out how to do this, and as of now, this is the best way to do it. You can keep going to the right and spawn more ghosts, but there's not really a point since you can just keep respawning these two. And they count towards your total. Alright, so now we have 0, the screen is unlocked, we can move on. Alright, there is 1 pixel up here where you're safe, which I can't show it, unfortunately, but that's okay, we didn't take damage. There is 1 pixel up there on those blocks where you are safe from getting hit by the drops of, I guess it's water or acid, I don't really know, I don't know where we are. I just play the game, I don't know anything about Kiteretsu. That's what I tell people. Oh, come on. Alright, so I've got a couple visual cues here. Oops. Jumped early there, that's okay. I'll get this next one. I don't know what these things are. They're like doors, like flying doors or something, I don't really know. It's not in the tutorial, but I made a video and put it on speedrun.com. So it's on speedrun.com. Alright, that's the end of that level. Alright. This bonus game can either go by very quickly or very slowly. What I need to do... I got 5 there, that's perfect. I think that's frame perfect, I'm not sure yet. But what you need to do is, as soon as the bob in the water goes completely down, the earliest you bring it back up, then the more points you score. This is a fishing minigame. Wow, alright. Alright, here we go, stage 7. This is the shortest stage in the game, it's just a boss fight. So you want to spin slash at his head. You can hit him in the head for double damage. That's not good. And then, if you spin slash, that doubles the damage again. So you can deal 4 damage to this guy. Alright. Okay, so just like that, we're on the last level of the game. So, unfortunately, this is the worst level in the game. This is where, when a lot of people play this game for the first time, this level trips people up a lot. So, it's mainly because of these crocodiles. These crocodiles are awful. And they breathe fire, too, so gotta be careful of that. So, what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have at least half health going into the end. Nice, that was a good, there is a strat there where you can jump into the crocodile, and if you're attacking, you can't take damage off of him. It's kind of risky, though. And you lose... Oh, okay. I tried going for it again, but I took a hit instead. Luckily, if you take damage, you can just run right through him. Alright, so I'm just going to drop here. I'm looking at the... In the bottom right, it tells me how close I am to the goal. I'm looking at that so that I can tell... Because there are certain points where you can just fall, and you don't have to press any directions. Alright. So now we're on the final boss of the game. It should be... Oh, it's just a tooth. Okay. Whoa, that was a lot of damage there. Oh, by the way, I found this not too long ago. I'm going to show it off since I have time. You can stand all the way right here, tap left. Oops, hang on. And then if you have dealt enough damage already, you can just stand here and do this. So yeah, that's something I found recently. But anyways, we're almost done here, and that's the game. That is Kiteretsu on the Game Boy. 15:15, not bad. But yeah, I know that was really fast, and I don't know, I tried to explain stuff here and there. Again, I'm not crazy familiar with Kiteretsu or anything, but regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed that run. Thank you to everybody at Handheld Heroes working on putting this together. Thank you for having me. And up next, we have a four-way race of Ristar. So definitely stay tuned for that. That will be pretty hype. And that's actually all I've got. I'm going to let the credits roll for as long as they want. These credits are kind of long, but I'll let them roll. So, yeah. Thanks, everyone.